So, Lietuva 2030. It's a plan which allows us to define who we are and where are we going to. My name is Giedrė and I'm one of the co-authors of this project. And I'm happy to have opportunity to tell you about this comprehensive plan in view of data. So, but first at the beginning, I would like to introduce you that the comprehensive plan is the main country's spatial plan document, and it contains strategies and sustainable development goals. This plan analyzes fields like urbanization, transport system, infrastructure, economic, social environment, heritage, and nature protection. By now, a status quo is done. We were looking for processes and what was happening in past 20 years. And this stage contains like 4 parts. The first one is sectoral analysis by fields of research. We were seeking to research each field separately. And then we were looking for connections and synergy between these fields. We had a cross-sectoral analysis. Then, as a result of those 2 parts, we could define problems and problem situations. And at last, but not least, we are looking for a forecast and for trends till 2026. To make this all work, we started to collect indicators, and these indicators had to respond to the question of the research. For example, how big urbanization in Lithuania is? Is it really big or is it not? Do we have our protected areas enough, or do they get us something good, or just we protected them? Also, it was very important to have indicators comparable in European Union context and with other international data. We also were looking for indicators which would be also indicators of monitoring strategies and other documents of Lithuanian. And of course, we gave a priority for official public available data. So we were happy because we had to done this project in 3-5 months. That the big part of the data from institutions we could get in shapefiles. Also, we were surprised in the good way that we could collect some data and from Argis Online. Thank you, thanks for colleague from previous presentation. He also gave us some data, but still there was a lot of data in sheets, and we needed to make additional work. And in total, we decided to have 146 basic indicators. We were collecting these indicators in 3 levels: a country level, a regional level, and municipality. Of course, we had additional data, but it was like a complex of basic indicators to get more clear situation on fields, in the research fields. And also we formulated indicators to have a global view of all indicators. And also we counted indicators of trends and have indices. So in sectoral analysis, our aim was to have a view of statistic data by territory. So we were using as data in cells of inhabitants. We were using data by municipalities, with working with symbology and with the charts to express a process. Also, a work with symbology and imagination allowed us to found complex and separate problem areas Like in this case, for example, there is settlements by inhabitants, and we see the red one that there is settlements without inhabitants. And we see that it concentrates in the north and eastern Lithuania. And also, I just put a few examples, but we made principles like this in a lot of information. Also, we wanted to take a look in interest to develop areas. So we were looking after permits to build. Where are locations of those permits to build? And as we joke between us, join data was the most lovely function, because we were adding Excel sheets to the importing, and to have some graphic view. And in cross-sectoral analysis, as I told that we needed to find out synergy and connections between research fields, we formulate indices. And these indices, as we joke, it's like Lithuanian barcode of problem areas and good things. So you see the red one color is a bad position, yellow is middle, and green is good. So not so nice view as we would like to see. But we made a few sections of indicators. This one is indicators by 7 structures. It's social environment, economical environment, transport system, engineering, urbanization, nature. And we also made indices by sustainable development goals. And to have a view what's gonna be in tomorrow and in the future, we also made indices of trends. So to have a view, which regions, which municipalities gonna have a good way and will be strong enough by themselves, and which regions will be needed to more promote. As this plan is from for all whole Lithuania, there is a big interest of society. We were publishing all information in a website of this plan. And we also made a few live maps, as I'm gonna show you a little bit later. And we have also thinking about future, about next stage, about conception. And we see our main goals that we need to develop a database of indicator which contains United Nations indicators, strategy indicators, and to have an easy monitoring. So we also see that these indicators would be useful not only for the preparing of the plan, but also for monitoring. We would like to have a matrix of indicator sensitivity. What does it mean? It means that if we have a lot of indicators, we want to know which one indicator to promote, but to get a good position in more indicators. And also we are very interested in that to have a territorial view of situation, what is going on. As main benefits of ESRI products in this plan, I could say that it is easy processing of large volume and large amount of data. It is an expression of data in territorial dimension, as really important for a spatial planning document. It's a simple but plain publication of generated information. And it means that all society are more connected to our plan. They get knowledge from this plan, and it is more common between our side of authors of this plan and society. Also, it helps us to identify complex problems and allows to plan responsibly, and to gives us easy monitoring. And it is it increases the success of the project. And successful project means protected nature, settlements with sustainable development, respected culture and heritage, our environment, economical, it's getting better and it's a better place to live. So, and I would like to show you a website, as I told a little bit. Unfortunately, there is no English version for now, but in conception we are planning to have. We also will put this information of conception also to this website. So it is interesting for municipalities also to take a look how they are looking between each other. And I think also it's interesting for Latvian colleagues to see what is happening near the border. Because we are looking at your information during this plan. And so we have, for example, social problems, economical problems by indices, and environment problems, also not only by municipalities, but by real areas. Also, we have put the indices. You can also have choose to which type of index you would like, economical situation, how is bad, but for example, nature is really in better situation than economical. Also, you can have an information about each municipality. You just can put, and you will have indices, real data. Also, you can have an infographics and to do your analysis as you would like to.
So thank you for presentations. There are no questions. Do you have questions or not? Are you tired? Because everything is very interesting. So, can we say thank you?